Hey guys, it's your girl Phoenix Fire, and today I'm having a discussion with battle rapper Dystopiate. Hi, Dystopiate.
What's good, Phoenix? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's Dystopiate, the Duke of Different, your friendly neighborhood alien. If they written say I'm hitting drugs, the ops is getting smacked white, mothership exhaust always sizzle like a crack pipe. Masters Guild, Formula 203, Hitler's Battle League, Boiler Room, ERBL, CT shit. Let's get it.
Is that something that all
The
battle
list is
rappers do?
long.
They
What's
list
that?
all this stuff out, like the battle rappers. They
Oh,
share.
it's habit now. It's like every time they turn the camera on, it's like you got intros. Everybody's got an intro, you know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
thing is, I got a lot of support and I got a lot of love, so I got a lot of people to shout out.
yeah. To shout out, I understand. All right, so Dystopiate. For people that don't know who you are, please can you tell us who are you?
Sure. Well, so I'm a battle rapper. I'm a musician. I would say I'm a musician first would be correct, and then I'm a battle rapper. But I also do graphic design. I work with talent booking with various leagues and stuff like that. I design flyers. I do video editing. Um, I'm sort of a film nerd too, so I have like a very vested interest in like the film side of battle rap. Shout out to Avocado because literally that guy must be
That's
sick and
avocado.
tired of getting DMs
Mhm.
from me asking him questions about like, yo, why do people use lavalier mics when boom mics are so much better? You know, like stupid stuff like that that like nobody cares about. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
So am I saying your name properly? Is it dystopia or is it dystopia?
Dystopiate. It's basically a
What does it
combination of
mean?
yeah. So I knew you were gonna ask this because you asked this in every interview. It's like your first question right off the right off rip.
Oh, you
Um,
watch my stuff.
I
Oh,
do. I'm a fan. So it's a combination of two words. Dystopia, which is like, you know, a state or society in which there's usually like a tremendous amount of suffering or injustice. Usually those are like totalitarian or post-apocalyptic. And then of course opiate. So you put them together and you get that. And so the meaning of it is that the real pestilence that the world faces today is sort of the plague of apathy or not caring. It's like if we're all out here self-medicating to ignore the pain and injustice in the world, then we're all going to wake up one day to find ourselves living in a dystopian world akin to what British author George Orwell described in 1984.
yeah. Have you ever watched Equilibrium?
I have. I love that film actually.
That was a bit. Was that a bit of a dystopia state?
Definitely. Definitely. I
That was
mean,
a dope
they were
film, by the way. That was fire.
very dark. Yeah, they all how they were suppressing their emotions in order to
I
achieve a
like the
sort of
concept. I
status
thought it was
quo in
very
society.
interesting.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, very
interesting.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Also, another recent example would be the sort of the themes in James McTeague and the Wachowski sisters when they did their take on DC Vertigo Comics V for Vendetta. That's
Okay.
also an
Yeah,
example of that.
yeah. I have seen it, but I can't remember it much.
Yeah,
The mask and stuff. I can't remember it much.
yeah. But like based on the whole the gunpowder plot, the 5th of November.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guy Fawkes. Oh, yeah, yeah, of
Hmm.
course. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for the explanation. I like it when people have
Yeah, absolutely.
deep meanings to their names.
By the
Usually,
way, I just want to say it's funny just about that the gunpowder plot thing. I literally think of that every time I see Gunpowder Pat's name.
yeah, me too. I feel like I think
It's
that's
so
what they
weird.
named it
Yeah, I
after.
think is it like I somebody
I'm
ask him that.
assuming it is.
Well, you get him on this show and interview him because that's your first question.
Exactly. That'd be. I want to
You know what
know.
I'm saying? There
Actually.
you go. Yeah, but for real, like Gunpowder Pat, reach out. Let Phoenix know how you named
Why
yourself.
you call
I would like to know if it's a reference.
that name's growing on me. Initially, I'm like, I don't think I like that name, but
I
it's
remember you said that you
growing
said that originally. You were
on.
like, I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
Gunpowder
growing on
Pat's
me.
name, and yeah, you were showing a little bit of that, a little bit of bias just because his name. But he, you know, you
I
know.
know, right? That's how
Hey,
it
you know
was.
what? I gotta tell you,
But he
I
did
love it.
good. He did a lot better than I thought. He did good.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. I love it when a battle rapper who I don't like turns me around on
yeah, me
literally
too.
I didn't fuck with Tay Rock at first, and
Really? Oh, nah.
now I love Tay Rock. Now I
Yeah,
love Tay Rock. Like Tay Rock's like he's one of my favorites now. So like he turned me around. Like I'll never be a hater
sometimes,
if
yeah,
you
they
can
have to grow
prove
on you.
that you have that you have shit and that you have that charisma and stuff, I'll change my mind. I'll admit, I'll put my foot in my mouth. I don't care.
Yeah, definitely. Like Verb impressed me a lot versus Geechee. I know
Oh
he's
yeah,
lyrical anyway, but I
big
feel
fan of
like
Geechee too.
versus Geechee, he was really like fire. You know, like he hasn't been in a while since he
um
stopped eating meat.
I just think that whole like vampire aesthetic thing that he did for Daylight, like that needs to be
But
his
they
thing
were,
like from
yeah,
now the fuck on.
yeah.
Like honestly, like that's fucking awesome. Like I didn't know that Tay Rock had it in him to do like the whole like full on costume shit. And you have to admit it was surprising because how long's he been rapping with URL? Like literally since like
Yeah.
Smack DVD era, like
It was so
literally 10 years.
creative. I really love that. That
And
was
he's never
very
done anything like that though. So it's like,
because
for him to come out like
Daylight
that.
brings it down people. You know, 'cause maybe he thought Daylight was. Who knows what Daylight was gonna come dressed as? So he's like,
Right?
I'm a one up on him.
Yeah,
I
I mean
love
I
his
can see why he would do it.
Daywalker line. He had a lot of like that day flips. I loved it. It was all fire.
Yeah, but now like I hope that's not the last we see of that.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
feel
I
like
mean, it's like he
classic.
branded himself with the Dracula thing. Like, why not use that to full effect? What, like,
Yeah, it makes
you know what I'm
sense.
saying? Like, yeah, use it.
Makes sense. Definitely, definitely. Um, so what makes you unique than other battle rappers, Dystopia?
Um, I have well, first, like, no one can copy my style. That's the great thing about being Dystopia is like, there's nobody that like, you can't be like, yo, like, there's a whole little cadre of dudes that all kind of sound like Dystopia or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who are dope out there, but then what happens is that once people figure out how to tap into their style, then you start to see like variations of that style or people mimicking it, right? And then when that happens too much and it proliferates, then the person who did it originally, like it starts to like fade,
Mm-hmm.
like from impact and stuff. So I work very hard to change and reinvent myself constantly so that that can never happen. So like it's very difficult to plan for me as an opponent because you don't know what you're going to get. Like I might show up like Tay-Rock did in a costume. I've done that before. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So you'll always get something different. I level up every single battle. Um, Most of my opponents say that their battle with me is either the or one of their best battles in their catalog. So I kind of generate like I kind of push people like when they write for me, they know what they're in for. Like people, no one that I've battled in the last 6 months has taken me light. You know what I mean? Like everybody has come in punching and swinging because they know that
Mhm.
I don't choke. Like I've never choked. I've never ducked anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm so consistent that it's like if you lock in with me, you have to come with your best shit.
Mhm.
And that's kind of why a lot of people fuck with me and a lot of people know that like they don't even if I'm locked in they don't even have to check in with me until I roll up to the venue, you know what I mean, because they know I'm going to be there. Like you don't
So
have
how
to
many battles
chaperone
have
me.
you lost so far?
Yeah. No, I got a really good GPS, guys. Like I'll find my way there. I usually roll up to the city like the day before. Like I book my own room and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like I take this very seriously. Like I take it seriously in the way that a stand-up comic who's trying to generate a national presence and get like Netflix or HBO specials would take it. You know what I mean? Like I have very wide-reaching goals. I'm not just trying to be local or anything like that. So
Okay, so are you undefeated then? Because I said how many have you lost? Have you not
I'm
lost?
not undefeated, but I would say that the only time I have lost a battle is when I wasn't 100% prepared for it.
Oh,
And there were situations, like sometimes like things go crazy at the venue,
mhm.
you know what I mean, and battles pop off late and crazy things happen. Everybody who's battled knows this. I mean, fans know this because you show up at a venue that's supposed to start at 4 and it doesn't start till 8, you know what I mean, like shit's crazy sometimes. So basically, yeah, I mean, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. Okay. So who were some of your favorite battle rappers?
mm, my favorite battle rappers, okay, that's a good one. So I kind of have this list where I basically put two people on every, it's like a 1 through 10 list, but there's two people on every line, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like
Yeah.
those two people are sort of at a similar level, if that makes sense.
All right, man.
And I like both of them sort of equally for different reasons, right? So like at the very top of my pyramid, I've got like Daylight and Lux, right? I'm a
Me
spirit, so
too.
right, and I'm a spiritual metalhead Phoenix, so I've got love for both the god and the devil.
Oh my gosh, really?
You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Interesting.
Daylight, Lux.
So
Underneath that,
who's God and who's the devil in that?
well, we're
Oh,
not going to know
Spawn.
that until they battle, right?
Okay.
But I mean, we got to see. Um, to be honest, I fuck with both of them, but right now, like my money's on Daylight. To be
Mm.
perfectly
I,
honest, like
I hear you.
I
I
know
hear you.
that's
I
I know
feel,
that seems crazy. I know that seems
but yeah,
crazy.
no, it doesn't. Not anymore. It doesn't. I mean, I feel like mentally, I'm preparing myself to usher in the new goats.
See, the thing is, what I think, yeah, I agree with you. I think there needs to be a refreshing. But
Yeah,
I
and
think
they
the thing
like,
is with
I
Lux
get it.
that Lux beats a lot of people because one thing that he has is like just the fact that he is Lux. So it's almost like every battle he walks into, it's almost like he has a +1 handicap on a round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like regardless of what happens, and you can basically say that if you look at the
But I
Calico shit.
generally feel like it's hard to match that level of rapping, but Daylight can do that.
Right, but and that's my point is that I don't feel like that handicap will apply if it's Daylight standing opposite him. So I feel like Lux will have to basically perform at his optimally, like his very best, because he will not get any extra handicaps from
Yeah,
the audience.
and
He
I
just
actually
won't.
feel
Not with
like
Daylight.
he, yeah, this has to like Lux is aware of that. Like this is gonna be the best Lux we've seen. Like
It
to
has to
be
be.
able to
It
match.
has to be. I mean,
Then
I'm
like
under no illusions that Lux knows what this is.
yeah,
Like
he
he
knows. He
absolutely knows.
knows.
He knows what's on the line. I almost think there's more on the line for Lux than there is for Daylight.
No, there is. If Lux loses this, he loses his GOAT
Yeah,
title.
because
He
basically
gets demoted
people will
number
say
two.
like, people will then just fall back on like, well, Daylight, you're still dope, but you'll always be number 2 beneath Beloved. You know what I mean? Like that's what they'll just fall back to
Daylight
this.
doesn't. That's what Daylight hates. He wants
Of
to
course.
tear it up.
And that's what that battle means to him personally is like proving that like, you know, Beloved, like how long can you be beloved and rest on your laurels? You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at the number of battles Lux has relative to the battles that Daylight's had too, it is a little suspect. And I'm a huge Lux fan.
Daylight raps a lot. He raps.
He
You know?
does. And he's had a roller coaster career, and some could argue, but it's like I don't know. I mean, Daylight has the pen and the experience
Mm, I agree.
and the
I'm
performance. So
excited.
it's
I'm
like,
excited.
so I
I'm
love Chilla
excited to see what,
Jones.
like, so I know, like, I don't even know. I can't even say I know what. Like, I just want to see what both of them are going to do because I know that they're going to
That's
do
gonna
a
be like the best,
peak
one of the greatest battles of all
performance.
time.
Yeah,
Um,
it will be. I predicted this, man. I've been excited for this for
I
years.
know. I just want it to happen. Damn it. So other favorite battle rappers, Chilla Jones, I love a lot. He's one of my favorites.
Great rapper.
Geechee Gotti. I put those two kind of on because like those two I look at as being very similar in terms of like what they can do in their level, but it's East and West Coast, right? So like I kind of like will put them. I love Mad Flex. Danny Myers.
Mm.
Bill Collector. I've always loved Bill. I never thought he got enough
I think
credit.
it's so creative, man.
Yeah, Quantum Physics. Lou Cipher, I'm a big fan of. Not a lot of people even know who that is for some reason, which to me is
I do.
criminal. Yeah, Lou Cipher's like dope as hell, but it's because he's one of these people that doesn't like speak at a loud volume. He gets overlooked a lot. XL is another dope
Oh, Excel
rapper.
is fire writer. His writing is crazy. You know that.
Crazy,
So
crazy.
crazy.
Arsenal, K Shine. We
Mm.
talked about Tay Rock, Torque when he's on. Like, you know what I mean? Like Torque has produced, arguably some of the greatest rounds in battle rap. Like
I think so.
his first round for Charlie Clips is like one of the greatest rounds I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like My Verse and E Heart. I mean, we can't not mention girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like both of them.
You should
And
mention females too. Yeah.
yeah, I like how you can definitely tell when My Verse raps that she's also a musician because like sometimes she gets into these like boom bappy kind of flows, and I really like that actually. I think I'm like really hip to that as a
How do
musician
you think?
myself.
How do you think she's gonna do against Ava?
She'll be fine. She's not worried about it.
Have you got her beating him?
Averb, see, if it was somebody else, I would say like I don't know, like, but yeah, I think she can. Yeah,
I
I'm gonna put
hope
my
she
money.
does, but
Yeah,
Ava
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
is
gonna put my money down on like I'm not like a huge Verb fan. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not a huge fan of Verb. So like
yeah.
I would like to
I
see
used
my
to be
verse
a
win
fan,
that
no,
battle.
but the reason why I want her to beat him is because he just disrespects women all the time.
All the time. Yeah, I know,
Exactly.
and
So he
that's
needs
yeah.
someone to really talk to his soul.
Yeah, like on
Um,
some real shit. Yeah.
mm.
Emerson Kennedy, B dot,
Bida is
Goods.
really like, I feel like I mean, he's always been fire, but I feel like he's really kind of shone lately, you know, in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah. I mean, he
me
just has to,
more
but he's
serious.
doing other stuff too. So like, it's
Yeah,
not
he's a great
just battle
artist
raps.
in general. You know?
Right. So, you know what I mean? But he's awesome when he's at his best. Goods, probably. Cortez, probably. Those are OGs too. Cortez gets like people take mad shits on Cortez for no goddamn reason. And he's such
I
an
feel
OG in
bad
this
for
shit.
Cortez fans.
And what like it makes no sense because Cortez will kill 90% of battle rappers on a beat. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't believe me, just go watch what he did on Verbal Warzone.
I feel bad for Cortez. I know he can rap, you know.
Yeah, he's one of these guys
Sometimes
that just gets
you get
disrespected.
labeled
It's
with a
crazy.
certain
Shout out Core.
thing with
Core was actually Cortez literally was at my iBattle debut. So shout out to him.
shout
Um,
out to Cortez.
like he came to what was essentially like a debut card. You know what I mean? Just to support the culture. So shout out to Cortez.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out to Cortez, man.
Yeah, for
We're in
real.
love. So what's I gonna ask you? Do people ever compare you to any other rapper?
Yeah.
Who?
Um, Bacon called me the white QP. Um,
Quantum physics.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, not in case anybody thought that was a clean paper. No, it's quantum physics.
Just to clarify.
I've been compared to, let's see, some of the guy like I don't like some of the dudes that write like like writers. Somebody said that like they keep saying like daylight, which is absurd, obviously. Um, Jeffrey from Connecticut. Yeah, I know. Like this, what? Like, look, my writing's
I'm
dope,
not
but
saying
like,
you're not, but just the way you said it.
nah, 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 nah. Like, look, I'm not out here being like,
Well, you're
yo,
pretty nice, though. You stood out. That's why I'm talking to
I'm
you right
not. Look,
now.
look,
You're
I've
special, isn't
gotten
it?
as far as I've gotten because like I've never let my reach exceed my grasp. I think that's important
Exactly.
with
Don't
career
get too
management.
excited.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't get, I watch Star Wars. Yeah, I heard Han Solo. Don't get cocky, kid. Like I don't, I know how to pick my battles. You know what I mean? Daylight, not even ready, not even close to ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
But guys along the lines of that, JC,
JC's,
um, yeah,
JC, yeah.
the pen game guys mostly.
Mm. How you feel
Um,
like it's gonna go with Kid Chaos and JC? Because they put them together to
yeah,
battle.
I think JC is gonna win, but I think people shouldn't overlook Kid Chaos
No,
entirely.
I really like Kid Chaos. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But I feel
I
like
think he has
he's
bars.
getting.
I think he has
Yeah, but
bars.
I feel like he's getting JC too early. JC is a formidable opponent when it comes to writing.
Which was
Top
exactly my
three
argument
ten
about that
in
battle,
writing, battle
which
rap.
was,
Like,
which was like build chaos up to JC. Like, don't
yeah, I
just
feel like you gave him
right out the gate. Like,
too
yo, like,
early. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want to see. You know what I'm like. I'm always terrified of like these new guys who have bars who might become something, and then they get chessed like early on. You know what I mean? Like they
That's
get
what
like
happened to Jonah.
pushed. Yeah, exactly. They get like pushed like too hard, too quickly, and then they
Too
just like
quickly.
burn out.
The
You know what I
thing
mean?
is,
Just don't
I feel
do
like
that.
Kid Chaos feels like he's gonna beat JC though already, so he's got the confidence and everything. But I do feel like it would have been good if just to see, because I really enjoy his content. I think he's fire and I like the way he writes. Just to see him battle like a few more people, like put him against the B Dot.
Yes,
I'm saying, put him
that
against
would be a
B
good
Dot. Let's
match.
see
I
what he
like that
does with
match.
B Dot.
Yeah, I would
It's
like to
gonna
see
be
that
like
actually.
a higher
Somebody hook
level
that up.
rider. But to throw him straight at JC, I feel like because JC lost his battle against Loso, people all of a sudden they're trying to look at JC like he's just anybody. No, you can't do that. Because when JC really wants to cook, it's hard to stand in front of JC. He's beat a lot of people.
Also, that
With
makes no
red.
sense because you have to consider the resume of each of those, like prior to battling each other, you can't put Loso on the same level as JC. I mean, look, I'm not
That's what I was
disrespecting.
thinking, though.
Look, and I'm not disrespecting Loso
No,
because I'm a
no
huge fan of
disrespect
Loso.
also, but that's
Like,
the thing about JC. I feel like some of his
like
decisions.
one of like one of my favorite battles with Loso is against another guy that I love, which we were just talking about, XL. Go watch that. Like that battle is fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love
I have to
Loso,
go rewatch.
but the thing is, we're not gonna really put Loso like on the same tier as JC, are we? Like, after
I
all
don't
the
think so.
opponents that JC has gone through, and of that number washed completely, like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, you can
Exactly.
have a bad battle. Like,
I
it
feel
doesn't
like
mean we should
we're
cancel
rude.
somebody.
People
Like,
are rude for just even being like, yeah, he got washed by Loso, as in like it's
it
over.
wasn't even like a wash,
Yeah,
though,
it wasn't a
was it?
wash. JC had a lot of bars in that, but because everyone was so upset with him, we overlooked it. It's like whatever, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, but like,
You know what I
this
mean?
is the thing. Like, this is why I watch shit
He
multiple
had
times,
bars
because
in
it's like
it,
you go back
literally.
and you watch shit, and then you realize, like, oh, it's not as much of a wash
It wasn't much as well,
as
but
people. You know what I mean?
people were
Like,
just pissed off with JC and his professionalism, you know, which was being at the time was kind of
was
questionable.
questionable. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because he was
that's what
saying
it
some like
was, you know.
crazy
People just
stuff
stopped
in
trusting him because
interviews.
of that. So I think that's what it was, but I don't think he was trash. To me, he's never trash. He can be a bit lackluster, but he's never trash. You know what I'm saying? I
Exactly,
think his
exactly.
top three,
Like that battle that
well,
he did with,
top
who was
three
it,
ten.
Clips? That was like insanely lackluster. I think it was
Well,
Clips,
his
wasn't it?
rematch.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and it was like so
I didn't enjoy
lackluster, and I
that.
was like, JC,
I
come
still gave
on.
it to JC, but I didn't like it. I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
no, right. I was like, bro, no, I gave it to JC, but the
Mhm.
thing is, he could have used that opportunity. Every round Clip spit was so beatable. I was like, bro,
But you
you
know
could
what? I
have
didn't even want to see a
literally.
rematch though. They've already had a lovely one rounder. That was the perfect. You know, they
Oh,
already
right, that's
battled.
right. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, but it was so beatable. And I
Mm.
was like, I remember just sitting there like, wow, like Clips just kind of like goodsed him, like didn't even like, he was just like, holding a shot glass with that one, like almost like the keys were still in the car, and he was just like, I bet like
Maybe they
JC
couldn't
could
be
have done a
bothered
lot
though.
more damage.
Sometimes when you battle somebody already, you're not as motivated to battle them a second
Correct.
time. You
Fair
know,
enough. Yeah.
to be honest with
Touche.
you. All the clever things he would have said it, and he did say it in the first battle. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Facts.
mm,
Facts.
true. Well, I'm interested to see this Kid Chaos versus JC. I feel
Same.
like
Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm looking forward to.
I don't
Actually
feel
looking
like
forward to.
I don't feel like JC can even afford to lose this anyway. And I don't think he is gonna lose it actually. I
I don't
don't.
think so.
And I'm not just saying that just because it's JC and stuff. It's
Right.
just more. I feel like he's more seasoned than Chaos, regardless of how nice Chaos.
This is what I
Is.
keep saying. I keep making this same argument you're making, is I keep like,
Important.
experience counts for a lot
It does. It
in
does. It
this
does.
game, and you can't just discount like somebody's body of work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And particularly, you can't even. Here's the other thing: is it's like sometimes like somebody has a bad battle,
Mm.
and then people just forget about all these good battles that happened before, because the human mind is conditioned. Like,
Yeah, that is
if
terrible.
if somebody, you've heard this, right? If somebody says like 10 things to you and 9 of them are positive and one of them's negative, the one that you're gonna like focus on is the negative one, right? So it's like the human brain is, I guess, conditioned to focus on negative things more than positive. It was a survival instinct at some point
Yeah.
way back when. But now that doesn't do us any good, because now you're just forgetting about a battler's good body of work. And also, when people come off bad battles, a lot of times they tend to get hungrier because they're like, nah, now I have to like prove myself or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think JC is going to storm the place.
I think so too.
Perfectly
He's
honest.
literally gonna like be on fire, because he's already pissed off. Think about it. He's pissed off from the Loso thing. He doesn't want to hear it. He knows his pen is fire. He knows he's better. So he's just gonna be like, all right, y'all don't believe in me. I'm gonna
And
show
this
you.
is what worries me, because we've heard JC do angles before. If
Mm,
he knows that Kid Chaos is going to use the Loso thing in his material, he's definitely going to either rebuttal it or have a pre-written thing in there to not only deflect it, but use it against Chaos and turn it into a weapon, and then make it
mm,
go the exact opposite way that Chaos thought it was going to
mm.
go. Like, JC is so good with the pen that he can do that.
Very
He
good,
can flip
man.
an angle that should have been a weakness and make it a strength.
I know. I
You
know.
got to be careful about people
I've
like that.
been with JC for a long time, man. People always have a problem with Jay. Not everyone though, but they always like, oh.
That's because like those people need their favorite rapper to be on like 100% of the time, and they can't deal with off seasons
Yeah, yeah.
or
I'm
whatever you want to
forgiving. I
call it.
think I'm forgiving.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I can be
exactly.
patient, you know.
We've put in the time as your fan,
Mm.
JC, like through the good and the bad weather. We've
I've
been
got
through it
the
all.
most patience. I think anyone that likes daylight has to have a lot of patience.
True.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? In
true
terms of
also,
when he
yeah. I
was
mean, a
trolling.
3-year absence, Christ, it's almost like
And
waiting for
also
a
when he was
school record.
trolling, you see what I'm saying? You gotta be patient. The next battle, he's not gonna troll and he's gonna be fire. Yeah, 3 years is a long time to be gone, but he was. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Look
but
what
he was in the library,
he
in the dojo the whole time. Like he was not on an island kicking back.
No,
You
he
know what I
was doing
mean?
his
Like
thing, man.
he said on
He evolved,
K-Dose's
man. He evolved.
interview, he said to K-Dose, like,
Oh, what did he say?
I found them all. I found
Found
all
a
the
lot.
stones. All 6 infinity stones. All
Oh,
6 of
yeah,
the
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
hilarious.
he did. But
He
if he
has.
said that,
He
you know
has.
what that means. He's like crazy prepared. He's
He
ready.
is, you know what I'm saying? He is. It's all good. I'm excited to see more of him rapping and that.
Mm.
All right, Dystopia.
Yeah.
So tell us, where can we find you? I'm going to wrap it up now. It's been so nice talking to you. I hope you enjoyed this little chat of ours. But you know what? You said to me you was going to rap for me. So before I go, let's hit you with some. I recently watched your battle. Go check out this battle with H2O, Dystopia versus.
Liquid H2O.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what's his full name? Liquid H2O.
Liquid H2O, yeah.
It's a fire battle, y'all, and y'all can see what he's like, what kind of a rapper he is. Y'all be like, why you like you might not have heard of him. Go check Dystopia out. He's fire.
Thank you.
Trust me. So he's gonna
I'll
spit
just
some
spit a little
bars.
bit of one. I'll spit a little bit of one of the rounds while it's
Just
still in
spit
my
something
head.
so we can hear a little bit.
You know, I got a lot of battles coming up, so like I'm
Yeah,
trying to make
don't use
room
any new
for
material.
like new
Just old
content.
stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, my apologies if this isn't quite as dope as it was when I spit it to Liquid's face. But yeah, so I said to dude, I will kick Liquid quick like a bad habit. I'm not having it. Fact of the matter is, Dice gonna sever your severance package for acting all badass. It's pathetically whack. You and your squad all march to the same drum like Marine tactics. Makes sense. Putting Liquid's name on a plate, because a dog tag's the only time a death meant a name inscribed on a brass tablet. And if Liquid metal, then I'm testing Liquid's metal. I do not see a T1000, just a hissing kettle. Is Liquid ready to be vaporized? Or should I let the liquid settle in a chamber a little longer while I decrease this boiler's liquid levels? I am both Liquid's advocate and Liquid's devil. I am the arsonist of bars in this display. I'm torching Liquid's heaven. I got more guns in my arsenal than you. But that ain't why I've been depicted rebel. It's because I go against the grain so much I chafe blood from liquid vessels. For this, I got back to basics, snapped his back in all them places, leave him crippled the way them bones displaced, eviscerate this plate like a shattered shoulder blade. To his shoulder, blade, twist, carve, blood, let no sweat like I'm cold as Hades. And if he a snake, he know to scale. If you Cobra Kai, sir, you will not slither away. These bars be anti-venomous. Your venom wasn't sick that day.
Wow. Your mic went funny at the end there, but yeah, that was fire. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure y'all go check out the rest of the battle. You see he's great with the wordplay, intelligent rap, you know what I'm saying? Catch it.
Can I just do a couple of, like, go through a quick list of retarded shout outs to like dope ass people?
Yeah, shout out who you need to shout out and stuff.
All right, because, oh man, it's so long at this point. I mean, obviously my favorite blogger, Phoenix Fire, of course, like,
Thank you.
obviously. But there's so many dope bloggers that support me. I just want to shout out everybody that's there. Kato's, definitely my guy. Vada Fly and Showtime SP, they support me hard. Their bar breakdowns are hysterical. They've both been hella supportive of me. Scoot Mosby is my favorite. He's like my favorite interviewer. We go way back. We've battled. Check out our battle. It's one of my best in my catalog. Angry Fan's another one. I think we need more people in this shit who like speak their mind and tell it like it is. Like if I was a battler, I would, and I was fucking up, like I said, I'd want Angry Fan to like, you know, just like pull me in line and be like, yo, what you, yo, B, you know what I mean? Like I gotta see one of them blogs, you know, like that starts out like that. I rock with Crucial 13, Crew World Order, and his channel. I don't want to forget anybody. DME Detroit, Battle Booth, Battle Rap Fanatic is hilarious. I love his breakdowns too. Truth Be Told podcast, which is the Trap New York guys. That's Troy Martin and No Mercy. And Ben Swayze at NEP, New Era. So that's like all the bloggers. Hit List Battle League, Boiler Room Battle League, ERBL, which is Earn Respect Battle League. I'm probably, God, there's probably like so much more than Masters Guild, of course. And I think those are the, I got some battles coming. I got a battle, I got a 2v2 against the Gun Bibles. It's me and Ace Vegas. We're both from the same crew, and we're that's going to be hit list on a 2v2 card, which is called Double Entendre. And you're going to see announcements for that later this year. I'll be in Maryland in September, on September 10th, I believe that is, battling Zulu for Bars Over Bricks Battle League. Shout out to all them, D, and everybody from that place. And in November, I will be battling a crazy name on Boiler Room. I can't announce it yet, but stay tuned for that.
Okay, then, yeah.
Thanks for letting me get through that. I know there's like a million people. My bad.
That's okay. I understand how it is. Sometimes you gotta shout out everyone. I always cover it by saying shout out to everyone that I didn't mention, just to get.
Yeah, but this is how I'm. It's like I'm memorizing around. Like if I do it enough times, then I'll remember everybody when I have to.
No, but you've done a good job. You shout out a lot of people. So shout out to everyone that he just shouted out. So yeah. Dystopia, what's your social media? How do we find you and stuff? For me to find you, let us know.
Right. So basically, pretty much, it's gonna be on Facebook. It's Dystopiate Rapper. And that is the same on Instagram. Twitter, it's Dystopiate Rap. On Caffeine, I'm Hitlist Dice, DYS.
Okay. All right.
And I'm everywhere. I'm like all over the internet. You can find me.
Okay. We will. So make sure you subscribe, follow everything. Follow him on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. And check out his raps and stuff. He's fire, okay?
Thank you.
I'm going to round it up now. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, Dystopia.
I did. Thank you. I mean, you always ask like really, really good questions, and they turn into really good discussions. That's why I watch your channel. So thanks for letting me be a part of it. It was really, it was fire, unintended.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, y'all, you should go Phoenix Fire. I've got to go now, okay? But I'll be back real soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join the notification gang. I'm out. Bye.